Porter, and we're here at the Ralph Family Farms with Nancy from the Iowa Beef Council. And Nancy, you know, grilling is a great way to enjoy steak. Everybody loves a grilled steak, but there's so many options at the meat counter at the grocery store. So can you kind of walk me through what our different options are and what cuts are best for grilling, things like that?
Sure. First of all, what's Ben's favorite cut?
Well, my husband Ben's favorite cut for the grill is probably a filet.
Well, he would be very popular, although actually most people say in Iowa they're ribeye, fans.
I love a good ribeye.
Well, what I wanted to show today is there are a lot of other non-traditional steaks out there that are very tender, very great on the grill.
Okay.
And this diagram is kind of an example. The ribeyes and the T-bones and the strip steaks all come from the rib or the loin on that beef animal. Well, what we have found is in the chuck section, which is the traditional pot roast section, when you separate those muscles and take them apart, you come up with some wonderful new steaks for the grill.
Great.
And you can actually find them in our stores around Iowa, which is super. So what I chose today are some of my favorites. One is, this is a flat iron steak, and you may find a flat iron in the restaurants, but this is a whole flat iron. So mostly for serving, I would cut it into portions so everyone would have their own steak.
Okay.
This is one of my favorites. This is called the beef shoulder petite tender.
Yum.
And it kind of looks like a mini tenderloin.
Yeah, it does.
And the advantage to that is it has been hidden for most of its life in a chuck pot roast. And when we separate these muscles, we find out this is one of the top 5 cuts that are in tenderness. And so then the third cut I brought today is a chuck eye. Now, a chuck eye steak reminds me of a ribeye steak. You will see they're very similar in shape and looks to a ribeye, and they're also very tender, juicy, and flavorful. Then there's another set of steaks that you told me earlier you like flank steak.
Yes.
And flank steak needs a marinade. And some of the charcoal steaks need a marinade.
Okay.
And so what I did, I went to the store to get a chuck steak, or sometimes we call them a ranch steak, to marinate. And I found out when I got there, this is actually a top sirloin steak. And I bought the top sirloin steak because it was less than the chuck steaks.
Nice.
It was on sale, so always look and ask your butcher what's on sale.
Okay, yeah, good tip.
So I marinated it, you'll see, in a plastic bag. And
Smells good already too.
It's a teriyaki version.
Ooh, yeah.
I put it in last night just before I went to bed.
Okay, so you can marinate it overnight and it'll still be okay.
Right, but you really don't want to go much more than 24 hours. And the reason for that is the surface gets mushy, so you want to kind of limit it. We're going to put all these on the grill, and we are going to season lightly first. You might want to choose a rub. Some people really like rubs. You can make your own or go to the store and there's all kinds of seasonings.
Sure.
So
Well, should we light the grill up?
we sure will,
All
and
right.
we're ready to go.